Alright guys, welcome back to Team Fish Nichols YouTube channel. Today is main deck Monday, and today we are looking at a Aromatisse deck. And this deck is from 60cards.net, and it's provided by Mark Lutz. Like always, I'll have his link to his article down below. Go check it out. He actually has another Aromatisse deck in it too. It's an Aromatisse Florgus deck that he played in the City Championship. So if you want to read about that deck, more about this deck, go click the link down below. Go comment on his article, tell him good job and everything. But here is the deck. We'll go over it real quick. So let's go over kind of the main thing here at Aromatisse. We've seen Aromatisse before in the Florgus Aromatisse Dustinor deck. That was a Fan Friday video. But Aromatisse, as often you like, during your turn you move a fairy energy attached to one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So basically you can move around your fairy energies any way you want to any of your attackers, as long as the Aromatisse is down. So we have Xerneas. Now Xerneas is mainly used for Geomancy. So what Geomancy does, turn 1 you can attach a fairy to it, and then you can use Geomancy, which you choose 2 damage Pokemon. For each one of those Pokemon, search your deck for fairy energy and attach it to that Pokemon. Sorry about that. So basically turn 1, or I guess turn 2, whenever you attack your turn 1, you can get 3 fairy energies out on your first turn, which is really strong to get 3 energies out turn 1, obviously. So that's why Xerneas is in here, just get energies down really fast. And then next up, it does have Rainbow Spear. Rainbow Spear can use to kill like Sigilyphs and Suicunes, so that's why the Rainbow Spear is in here. But it does 100 damage, and you have to discard energy to this Pokemon. But it's a good way to get around those pesky Sigilyph and Suicune Pokemon, which help that way. Now this deck is heavy tech, like a tech version, which like whatever deck you play against, you use like a different Pokemon in it. So let's go over these Pokemon real quick. So first off, we have Xerneas CX, which I don't think we've ever seen before in any of my videos. So Xerneas for Fairy and 2 colors, it does 60, and you do 30 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. And then you can do X-Blast, 140, and the defending Pokemon can't use X-Blast next turn. X-Blast is good against Donphan. I mean, this card is just kind of good overall. You can set up knockouts with Breakthrough. You can do 60 and then 30 to a bench Pokemon, and then later you can just do X-Blast for 140 and knock it out. I'm not really sure I can't remember what's weak to Fairy right now, but he is Dark Resistance too, so this might be a good attacker against Dark Pokemon if you can't get it out. Next up we have Landorus. Now Landorus is obvious for your Manectric decks, just because, I mean, you could use Hammerhead. It does 30 damage and 30 damage to a bench Pokemon, so you can start spreading damage kind of around that way. But Lance Judgment does 80, and then when you have a Muscle Band onto it, it does 100, and then times 2 weakness, 200 knock out a Manectric, but it doesn't knock out a Mega Manectric, but you can always set it up with a Hammerhead the next turn Lance Judgment. And also, you can just Land Judgment straight up and knock out Pokemon. It does 150 total, and then with a Muscle Band 170, so that knocks out the majority of Pokemon for 3 energies, so it's a really good attack. Next up, Virizion. Now, if you want to, you can Emerald Slash. I guess you can Emerald Slash like a Seismitoad if you need to, but this is mostly in here because you play the Rainbow energies, and when you have a Grass energy attached to any of your Pokemon, they can't be affected by special conditions. So that way, Hypnotoxic lasers aren't really doing anything to you. They're not really affecting you, so that's why Virizion's kind of here to help you with that way. Next is Manectric EX. So Manectric has Overrun, which you can just use that for a Fairy energy, which is pretty nice, just to have a free colors 1 energy attacker. I think this is the only one in the deck. Yeah, it's the only one in the deck that has a free colors attack. So you can just attack a Fairy energy to it and just Overrun for 20, and the 20 damage Pokemon. But Assault Laser is kind of the key thing here. This kind of helps you against your Yveltal matchup. I know I said that Xerneas helps against Yveltal because it does have the Dark Resistance, but right here, if they have a tool attached to it, they do 60 more, so you're doing 120 total, which is 240, knocking out Yveltals. So that's why Manectric's kind of in here. Now you have Manectric EX, because Evolball is so strong. Just load a bunch of energies on Yveltal, and you can just Evolball and knock him out. And also you can use Y Cyclone if you think for some reason Yveltal's going to get knocked out. You can do 90 and move a Fairy energy off the Yveltal onto another Pokemon. I think Mark did a really good thing of going over all these Pokemon. Like I said in his article down below, check it out. He goes a little bit more in the description than I did. I try my best to remember what he said. Next up we have Suicune. This is kind of for your Donphan right here. You could do Aurora Beam for 70, and Donphan's weak to water, so you just one-shot him like 140 over and over again. So that's kind of your main thing with Donphan. You can also slap a muscle band on Suicune and one shot Landers if you need to. Anything that's weak to water, which I think the key things right now are Landers and Donphin. It might be some other stuff I can't really remember right now, but that does do 90 total, and then 140 with the muscle band. I mean, 180 with the muscle band. Sorry about that. And then last up is Mewtwo, just because he's just another Evital kind of Pokemon. X-Ball does do a lot of damage, and he also Side Drive a Psychic Pokemon. If you're playing a Psychic Pokemon and there's no way you can't X-Ball him for knockout, but you can Side Drive for 240, which is another way to kind of knock him out if you need to. I like Mewtwo a lot, just because he helps you counter other Mewtwo's. Alright, so let's go over the supporters and trainers. We do play computer search just for consistency and get out what you need. Discard 2 cards from your hand, search a different card, and put it in your hand. Now it does play 4 max potions, and the reason why it does this is because, like I said earlier, Aromatisse, you move the energies around any way you want to, and then you can put a slap max potion on any Pokemon and heal all the damage off of them. So that way they're not really knocking out your Pokemon, you can save them from dying. The deck does play 1 Megaphone, just to counter Garbodors. So starting Megaphone, you discard all Pokemon tools attached to discard all Pokemon tools cards. Sorry. Discard all Pokemon tools attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. There we go. So basically, when you play it, you can get rid of Float Stones, and you can get rid of Muscle Bands. That's usually the majority of the tools out. Maybe Hard Charm if you're playing against the Evital Hard Charm deck. And once you do that, you can like Lysan up a Garbodor and kind of knock it out that way. That's how you kind of get around Garbodor. Next up, Ultra Ball, just so you can search your deck and get what you need, what Pokemon you need. Display 4 Verse Seeker. I do like 4 Verse Seeker a lot, and a lot of the decks now just help with consistency. Next up, it plays 2 Colors, shuffle your hand into your deck, then draws number of cards equals to the number of bench Pokemon. And this deck, you're usually going to have 5 bench spots, so you're usually going to draw 8 to 10 cards off the Colors. Lysander, like I said earlier, you switch one of the bench Pokemon with the active to kind of bring up what you need to knock out. Now, the deck does play 1 Trump card, which might seem kind of weird, but when you Trump card, you can get back your max potions, your rainbows, and basically, I mean, you get everything in the deck, but it's just a way to cycle your max potions and your rainbow energies back, because that is kind of a downfall. Those do kind of get discarded early sometimes, and so Lysander just kind of helps you there. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draws any prize cards you have remaining. Juniper, discard your hand and draw 7. The staples right there. Now, our state up in here is Fairy Garden. So if any Pokemon has a fairy energy attached to it, it has no tree cost. And usually the decks play Darkrai, but that's what Fairy Garden's here for, so you can get around the retreat. That way, any encounter, the strong stadiums and the Verbanks and all that stuff. Now it does play 3 Muscle Bands just to add the damage, like with the Landorus or Suicune. Kind of just anything, just to help hit that 20 plus more damage if you need it. The deck does play 4 Rainbow, which provides any kind of energy attached, any kind of energy when you attach it to a Pokemon. So it can provide a Dark, Fairy, Fighting, Grass, Lightning, Psychic, Water. Anything you need, it provides it. And then it plays 8 Fairy. Alright, so that's the deck. And so what I'm going to do now is, there's a tournament going on right now, so I'm going to try to play this in a tournament and win a whole tournament. So we'll see this in 3 full games and see what it's like. Alright, so let's see here. We're playing against Shawi, 35, playing a Psychic Colors and a Dark deck. So we're going to flip heads like always. Tails, boo. My opponent probably is going to go first. And one thing I like about this tournament stuff is it is 12 nights. Like, you do have like 12 minutes instead of the 25 or 30, however long it is. So we do get the turn 1 Xerneas, which is pretty nice, but our hand is pretty bad after that. We did see a Dark Pokemon. This kind of what I hate about the Oolong thing. So we saw he plays Dark, so I'm going to drop the Manectric, but I'm not going to drop the Suicune right now. And we'll see what happens here. Also, I didn't go over this, but Suicune can be used... Oh, he lets me go first. What a generous fellow. So I guess we are going to drop the Suicune. But I didn't say this. Suicune can be used to stall against Pokemon EXs too, which is pretty nice. That way they can't hurt you. But you can't attack turn 1. I think he let me go first. So let's see. What does this Gothita do? Sweetheart. Harching. Gothita. I'm asleep. Flip 2 coins. Attack does 20 times the number of heads. So he just goes for double slap, doing 20 damage to me. Alright. Ooh. Question is, do we want to... I think we want a Juniper here, but we're going to put this Rainbow on Suicune. And we'll just Juniper here. Okay. So we'll discard the Aromatisse, and the Fairy Energy, and hope that we have the Spritzies. Alright. We do play a 3/3 Spritzy, and we do play a 3. Obviously, we already discarded one Aromatisse, but there's one right there. Let's see if trump card's in here real quick, just to make sure. Okay, so we have trump card here. I don't know how much it's going to matter in this game. It seems like this is a kind of a fun deck I'm playing against. But here I'm going to Geomancy, put one on Manectric, and one on Spritzy, which of course does does no damage. And here we see energy on each. 1, 2, 3. I think we have one fairy left. 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 fairies for prize if I did the math right. But here we see another double slap, doing some hardcore damage on there. Alright, so I'm gonna put a Aromatisse down. We'll put a rainbow here. We're actually gonna fairy transfer this here, and then we'll max potion it, just so we have a better chance of drawing to a fairy garden. So let's see here, and we didn't get it. Well, we can't just rainbow spear, so why not? We'll just rainbow spear right here. So put 1, 2, 3, and we'll put a rainbow here, and we'll keep the rainbow on Suicune. Alright, and we will make sure he's not resistant to me for some odd reason. I know it's going to take a -20, but we'll just do 80, knocking him out. And we take one prize. Put it as a Duskull. Seems like we might have this game. And the only downfall of after winning games so quick is you do have to wait for all the other opponents in the tournament to finish. But we're seeing Yveltal coming down, so the game will continue. But like if you beat your opponent early, you kind of have to wait forever to play your turn out, or have to wait around just to have everybody play their games out. Sorry. So let's see, what does my opponent do? He can retreat and send up the Yveltal if he wants to. Yeah, so that's what he does. We are resistant to dark, and you're probably gonna slap a dark energy on there. We can assault laser. We can assault laser here for knockout. We already played one max potion. We'll probably just Juniper here. I don't see why not. Well, we'll fairy transfer this energy here. Oops, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I moved off the Xerneas. We're just gonna max potion the Xerneas. Ultra Ball these two away. We'll probably get a Virizion here, just so we can have the Verdant Wind effect in play. Now we need to hit a Fairy Garden. We still don't hit a Fairy Garden. What is going on here? But we can put a Rainbow on this Xerneas. Has a 2 retreat cost, so kind of stinks. We'll put down this Xerneas EX2, and then here we'll Fairy Transfer this here. No, Siri, stop. I don't know why you're talking to me. Put a rainbow there, I'm sorry about that. And we'll put another rainbow on the Virizion. Just kind of, put a fairy onto this Manectric. Just so we have a kind of way to, well, do I want a rainbow spear? No, I don't want a rainbow spear here. I'm just going to Geomancy. Try to get as much energy as I can to play. We'll put one here and one here. So the first one we're not going to do, that one's going to Virizion, but we'll put the second one on the Xerneas. What was I saying? Sorry, Siri kind of got me off track. But, so we see just another another Blizzwing for 30. He doesn't have any darks in the discard that I know of. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to put a Muscle Band here. Oh, well, we can't do it here. We'll put it here. Put a Muscle Band on Virizion? Sure, why not? Alright, Course, give me something good. Oh my goodness, we still don't have a Fairy Garden. Alright, but he has a 2 retreat cost. We'll attack this turn. I don't care. We have to discard 2 energies. Usually you don't want to do this, but it'll be fine here. I don't know where my Fairy Gardens are. Oh, we'll Soul Laser here for 160, knocking him out. Oh, I wanted to grab 2. Did you see that? I want to grab 2 so bad. But let's see. Does he Duskull pass? He drops the Pumpkaboo. I'm not really sure what my opponent is playing. I think here I'm just going to Soul Laser for knockout. Just trying to hurry my side of the field up. So we see Psychic Energy go into this Pumpkaboo. He might Nightmare to even knockout. Seems scary. But you kind of see how the deck, when it starts going, you can Oh, there's a fairy garden. Speaking of it, but you kind of see how the deck kind of works when you start getting up and running. Because we do have, you keep Streamline with max potions that can't knock out your Pokemon. You kind of send a Pokemon in that you want to knock out of the turn. Here we see what is that, a Ram for 10. And we will Assault Laser for game. So that is round 2. It is a 3-round tournament. So hopefully we can win 2 more with this deck. Alright, we'll see what happens. We'll see what the spinning wheel gives me. Oh, mystery prize turn out. Oh man. We'll see what we get. Give me something good. Alright, you knocked out your opponent's boss Pokemon to play. And give me $20. Give me 20. Poison Blast. Or Legendary Treasures. Alright, we'll see what happens in a second with the next round. Alright. Alright, here we go. Round 2. We're playing against a Dragon, Fire, and Dark deck. Okay. Not really sure what I'm going against. Maybe against a Hydreigon deck. That'd be really interesting to see. If he plays a Hydreigon deck, we'd both be kind of countering each other. Alright, looks like, well, last time my opponent made me go first. Oh, let's see here. Oh, my computers want to take a second. So, Blacksmith, Fire, and a Scrafty. Huh, okay. So we see a second mulligan for my opponent. I'm kind of scared to start this Virizion. But I'm also scared that he can... Is there any way he can knock out the Spritzy? We're going to start Virizion, even though there's possibility he can knock it out. I just... Too scared. Even though we get 2 mulligans. Oh, another Spritzy. That's good. So we see a Scrafty right here. It has Corkscrew Punch. But we never saw what his fire Pokemon was. And he has a dragon Pokemon too. So it could be anything. But this is round 2 of the tournament. So we see a Fire Torch, which discards a fire energy and draws 2 cards. So it's pretty good. Of course, we'll just see it pass my opponent. Can't really do anything turn 1. Here we see an Ultra Ball, discard of the Dark, and a Fire. Maybe we'll get his Fire Pokemon out this turn. Maybe it's a Pyroar. If it's a Pyroar, we're in pretty bad shape. Because we don't have a counter to Pyroar that I know of. We don't. I guess you can smack with Aromatisse if you want to. So a Charizard. Rawr. That's not too bad. We can one-shot the Charizard with a Sigilyph if we need to. So we see a Blacksmith going to our opponent. So a turn 1 Blacksmith. Opponent might be Combustion Boss. Holy. I forgot he had 2 fires in the discard pile. My opponent's going crazy right now. Alright. Let's think here. I don't think Mewtwo might be useful. 20. But I like Yveltal more. Either way, we're not going to get a turn 1 Geomancy, which is the bad thing here. Alright. I'm going to Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. I don't think we need Mewtwo. Unless we hope Yveltal's not priced. Alright, there's Yveltal, so that's good. We do have the Suicune. I'll go with the Xerneas. We'll see what happens. We'll get the Xerneas down. Put a Fairy on it. Virizion might die. But we'll see what happens. That's a bad hand again. Keep drawing the bad hands. So if my opponent has an Energy and another Blacksmith. Oh no, he needs more stuff than that. So he's a Town Map. So he is playing Litleo. I think my opponent's just playing a Fire and a Fire and Dark deck. Maybe going for like a theme deck kind of thing where you like play 2 different combinations of Pokemon. So maybe I'm just freaking out for no reason, but maybe I have a good reason to freak out. Here we see him Ultra Ball 2 fires away. Oh man, does he have another Blacksmith? So for those who don't know, Blacksmith, you play it and you just take 2 fire energies from your discard pile and attach it to your Pokemon. So that's how you can attach 2 to the Charizard. Here we see a what is that thing called? No, I forget what it's called. A Scrafty. Oh, what the heck? What is this one called? Oh, we see another Blacksmith coming to our opponent. So Scraggy and Scrafty. So we see another Blacksmith coming down. Oh man, this Combustion Blast is going to hurt a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question is he going to retreat? Oh, he knows to retreat. Oh man, we are... Charizard's fixing to take 2 prizes here. Well, that's okay. Next turn, if we can get a... Oh, so he's going to Blacksmith for another Blacksmith here. Because, oh, you can't use Blacksmith next turn. If we get a Suicune out, we'll be in a good shape. because there's no way he can attack me next turn. So he decides to use wing attack? Well, that's strange. Alright. So we'll put that here. We'll put this rainbow on the Aromatisse. We'll put the muscle band here. I guess we'll just Juniper, see what we get into. Once again, we can't draw into the fairy gardens. And sadly, wait, he has one energy, right? Okay, so we can put a energy here, put a rainbow here, okay, and then we will just retreat, and then we will Geomancy, put one here and one here. Alright, so we do have enough fairy energies left. I know last game we did kind of run out, so hopefully next turn we can get a Suicune, another Muscle Band. We do play 3. We do have one discarded right now, or one in play. Question is, we saw him get a Blacksmith. What is the other card? Oh, a Dark Energy. Alright, question is he going 150 or is he going to do 60 again? Decision. Oh, he does go for the 150 this time, saying no, no. Xerneas, you are dying this turn, buddy. That's fine. We'll sit at the Evoltol. 1, 2, 3. I think we can just Evolve for knockout here. I think. What does this Scrafty do? Okay, that's not nothing too crazy. So put a rainbow here, and we will Colress and see what happens. Yeah, that's fine. So we get another Aromatisse in play. Do I want to? Okay. We still don't have a way to retreat is the problem. We'll get another Aromatisse in play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing 140 right now. If he plays Muscle Band, he can knock us out next turn. But we'll just any transfer here, and we'll just Evo Ball for a lot. Or wait, sorry, I forgot I need Rainbow to attack. So sorry, it's been a little while since I played fairies, but we'll just Evo Ball here for 140. Oh, I did the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we still don't have to knock it either way. But we'll see what my opponent does. I don't remember seeing a Muscle Band in here. So we can see another Dark one on Scrafty. And off of this, I see an end from him. Does he get a Muscle Band? Please don't. Oh my goodness, the Muscle Band. Charizard, you're going ham right now. Wait, he can't Combustion Blast this turn. What am I thinking? He Combustion Blast last turn. So, yeah. He can't use Combustion Blast this turn. I forgot. He can't use Combustion Blast back to back. So we are good right now. We are really good. So he sends a Dedenne, and Scraggy does 50 total. So that's not that bad. We'll discard these two. Don't really want the N. The opponent only has 2 cards, no need to end them anymore. We will get Suicune here. Put Suicune down, and we do get the Fairy Garden. We'll put the Rainbow on this Aromatisse, and we will Colress. Versity for Colress. Here we're looking for a Max Potion, and we'll Max Potion this Virizion. And we will retreat to the Suicune. Suicune can knock out this Dedenne. So we'll Fairy Transfer 1 here. 1. Whoops. Not that one. We'll Fairy Transfer this pink one. And I guess we'll transfer this one here too. And we'll put the Rainbow on this Evoltol. What do I want to do here? We'll put on this Aromatisse. Just in case if he Lysander something up, he has to make a decision of do I want to get rid of his energy, do I want to kill this Evoltol. So here we're just a Roar Beam for knockout. And he can't knock out Scraggy, can't knock me out, and max I can do is 50. I don't have a tool attached. Or I can do 70. So it's not a knockout. If this Pokemon has a tool attached, holy cow, never mind. He can knock me out with the Scrafty. I'm bad at Pokemon. I'm sorry, guys. Ooh, we are in a bad situation. I read Scrafty wrong. Oh man, what is going on here? We are losing to a Scrafty deck right now. Alright, question is, does my opponent have... And I discarded the Landers too, not thinking about what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can knock him out with this Evoltol. So I'm gonna Ultra Ball away these 2 ends. What do I get here? I wish we had a 180 HP Pokemon. That's what we really need. I think Manectric will be better here. Put a Fairy Energy here. Fairy Transfer this up. And then we'll just Evo Ball for knockout. See my opponent does. If he has a Blacksmith, we'd be in a lot of trouble, but we can overrun with a Muscle Band to knock him out if we have any Muscle Bands left. So that's why I got the Manectric. So yeah, we have 2 Muscle Bands left. The question is, can we draw into them? Alright, so since the Stoke Charizard, which flip a coin if heads, search deck for 3 energy cards and put them on this Pokemon, and then Fire Blast for 120. Here we see a Sycamore. See a Litleo come down, but now we have enough where we can knock out EXs. So we'll see a bunch of Pokemon come down from our opponent's side. So we do get the Muscle Band. We'll put it here. We'll attach the Rainbow to an Aromatisse. Oops, it's okay. I didn't mean to put it in that one. I kind of want to put the damage even. Put that there. 60. Here, I'll just turn a course. Okay, so next turn we can Lysander bring this up. So here I'll just Eva Ball for 60. What is my opponent going to do here? Now, if he has a Way of Retreat and Blacksmith, so they will see a Blacksmith coming down. Question is, which one does he power up? Ooh, that's Scraggy though. That was clutch for my opponent doing 120. I thought it was if I had a tool attached to him. So we see, didn't it? Oh, he attached it to that one. Okay, so we can just Lysander this Charizard up. Give me that, and we'll just Evo Ball here for knockouts. We'll play this Max Potion too, just kind of get our hand kind of as low as we can if he ends me or something. Does that make sense? Like less cards in my deck. So we do have a Verse Seeker left. Like I said, this deck plays 4, so we kind of have a good way to draw into another Lysander if he doesn't end me. We've only played 1 Verse Seeker. See Professor Letter coming down. The question is, can we win at next turn? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 100 right now if we move all the energies up to Evital. If we have a Muscle Band left, we can do a Muscle Band though, and or just grab energy with Computer Search. We see an end for my opponent. That's not what we need. Oh, and we see a concession for my opponent. He did attach the fire to the Litleo, so we could have just Evolved there for knockout. That was kind of a shaky of a game. Scraggy proved itself worthy. Oh, the next round of the tournament begins in 60 seconds. So I guess we'll just wait here, see what happens. There's no need to stop. But next round we're playing against Sir Gizzle. That's a great name. We gotta see round 1 we playing against Shawi. Round 2 we playing against Cruzzy. We didn't play. I don't even remember what we played round 1. I can't even remember anymore. What did we play round 1? I don't know. I can't remember. I remember it was an easy deck. So we've kind of had 2 decks that you don't really see in tournament play. The Cruzzy deck was kind of turning a deck, but it kind of had a really weird twist to it with the Scraggy. I guess that was his answer to Suicune, because that's what he kind of did with it. Shout out to water, you know, keep me hydrated. Just checking the time. Alright, so here comes the finals of the tournament. What is Sir Gizzle playing? A Water and Steel, or Water and Metal. Could be anything. So heads. Alright, yeah, of course I want to go first. Why not? Alright, what do we start here? So we're going to have Mewtwo, Spritzy. We can Computer Search for energy. Yeah, it's kind of a decent hand. We'll see what the next card's going to be. So I guess we're playing against an Aegislash deck, which is kind of bad because we do play a lot of special energies. My opponent, if my opponent plays Aegislash, we're in trouble. But I like to Computer Search turn 1. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with that, but here I'll attach a Fairy, put a Muscle Band, Fairy Guarded, and Juniper. Ooh, that's a lot of different Pokemon. Alright, we'll put the Evital down for sure. Xerneas is for sure. And I'm not... put Landers down. I think Landers would be a nice attacker here. Virizion, I'm not 100% sure if we need to put it down or not. just because I don't know if my opponent plays laser. I know some lists do play laser. So we see a Cold from our opponent. Kind of bad that we put all this Pokemon down, but it's okay. So we see a Dialga coming down. See an Ultra Ball. So we see Cabalions. So, alright, so we see a pass from my opponent. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. My opponent has one card in his hand. So I'm just going to put this here. We will retreat and we will Geomancy. We'll try to set up everything. I think it seems like a better play. I could have put the Rainbow there, but I'm scared that Cabalion will just come up and Righteous Edge it off. I think that's called. Yeah, Righteous Edge. Does 30 and discard special energy attached to it. But my opponent only has one card. Oh, it was an in. That's a good one card. So we see Muscle Man coming down to the Cabalion. See another Muscle Man coming down. So he does play Ada Slash, which is it's gonna be kind of weird to get around. Question is, who wants this Muscle Band? I think Landers wants this Muscle Band. Alright. Trying to debate where does this one energy, this rainbow go to? We'll put the other Spritzy down. Just in case we get around Lysander shenanigans. We'll put the rainbow on that one. Why not? And we'll just in here trying to draw into a Aromatisse. That's not what we needed. I guess we could attach the fairy here and kind of power to Evital. But it's fine. We'll just Geomancy here. We'll put one of the Evital, one of the Landers. I feel like it's good plays. Just but this is turn 3, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What, 7 energies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 energies. It's kind of bad that we didn't get a no way to. So he does play laser. Ooh. So it was kind of a bad decision not to mention the Virizion. But it couldn't really help that we started with Mewtwo. But we'll see. What does my opponent want to bring up? We can. So we see Steel Structure. We can just start one-shotting stuff with Mewtwo. I think we have enough energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, just was 6. Let's see what starts happening. Man, my opponent's playing everything down. My opponent just got no cards in his hand. So see, this is decision time. What energies is he going to put on 2? So we see 2 going to the Cabalion, 3 going to Cabalion. He is loading this Cabalion up, ready to go. But that's okay. I think I'm going to attack with Mewtwo next turn. Dialga is kind of scary because it can swing 170, and he kind of knocks out the Xerneas there. We'll send up Mewtwo. I need to draw into the Megaphone. If I can Megaphone all these tools off, that'd be really, really nice now. And here I'll just coerce for a bunch. So we do get the Aromatisse. Question is, how crazy do you want to go with this Mewtwo? Starting 20, 40, 60. Okay, we're gonna kind of stinks that we didn't attach the Muscle Band here because we can kind of Evil Ball for a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just Evil Ball for knockout here, I think. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh man, I forgot Fairy Guard wasn't in play. That was my bad mistake right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, do we go for everything and my opponent doesn't drop a DC? We'll do it. I think I did math wrong. If I did, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we'll just E-Ball here for knockout. See what my opponent can respond with. Does he get a DCE? That's the question. If he gets a DCE, he can use Full Metal Impact to knock me out, and then we will be in a bad situation. My opponent only has 2 cards. One was off the prize, one was on the top deck. Don't slow roll me. Ever see a metal come down? That is not what he needs. Ever see another metal? I can't tell if these metal links are not. Alright, so we don't see that here. So let's Lysandre this guy up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, we're just gonna do a big Evital here. I'm gonna Ultra Ball these two away. And what do we need here? We'll get another Aromatisse. Put a Xerneas down. Put an Aromatisse down. We'll max potion here, just in case he ends me. And we'll Evo Ball for a knockout. So there's that Megaphone there. Let's see, what does my opponent do now? We know these two cards were kind of useless. He didn't play them down. We've seen another Dialga drop down for my opponent. What else did he get? It looked like that was that card, but I could be wrong. So we see energy coming down. Once again, I can't tell if he's Metal Links, and I guess I can look this way. Oh, if he attached anything here, the energy will go away. Question is, what does he do if he doesn't have anything? Question is, okay, come on, Verse Seeker. Ah! Alright, so get a Megaphone here. Question is, do we want to play it? Yeah, I'd say why not. I'm gonna dump my hand anyway. We'll Ultra Ball these stuff away, trying to get rid of something. We'll get rid of Spritzy, don't really need that. Here, we'll Juniper. Put a Fairy Garden out. And here I'm gonna retreat to Landorus. And I'm kind of just going to spread the energies around. So that way if he tries to pick one Pokemon. Alright, so we see concessions from my opponent. You see there's nothing really. He's kind of dead drawing there. So you kind of see the power of the deck. Oh, one more! No, Mr. Yeah. But you see that we were going to move the Rainbow up to the Landorus and just spread all the energies around. That way if he focused on Pokemon, we could punish him. We did have the two Verse Seekers in the deck. I think we had 3 left, maybe. I can't remember obviously how much we have left right now. But you can see the power of fairies and why it's so good. You can just, well, I mean, there we just saw me load a big Evital. You saw how Evital EX is really, really good. But I kind of misplayed there when I retreated the Mewtwo and then had the Fairy Garden play. I don't think I had a Fairy Garden. If I did, sorry, my mistake. But thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. I know it kind of is a long video, but I think it's nice to see me win a tournament with the deck and not just play one match with it. So you kind of see the power of it. And we did make it to a final round, so that opponent did have to beat 2 other people to make it to the finals. I don't know if he beat 2 good decks or 2 bad decks. It could be either one, but at least you saw how the power of this deck. But thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye. I know I said bye, but this is what you kind of get for winning. So I got a Flash Fire pack. And I got a Plasma Storm pack. And a trophy. We're up to 5 right now. But there you go. See, I got the little whole winner icon. Sorry, I didn't mean to end it that early. But alright, bye.